Dr. Lucy Burns here from Real Life Medicine with another episode of Keto in the Non-Car, Keto in the Craft Room, Keto actually in my office. I don't know what I'm calling it anymore. But the alliteration is irrelevant because what we're talking about this week has been long-held beliefs that can be impacting or affecting your weight loss. So long-held beliefs are the story that we tell ourselves, and we talked earlier in the week about, not being able to waste food, and that has been a belief that comes in often from childhood because we've all heard that story. There are starving children in Africa, stop wasting food, and again, you think about fresh, beautiful baby minds listening to that line, quite an innocent line and quite a relevant line, but affecting us as adults where we then struggle to throw things out. My other little one, and this is completely irrelevant to weight loss, but took a long time for me to get my head around, was using the dryer. So the dryer at our house when I grew up was just, you didn't use the dryer. We had one, but it was expensive and it wasted electricity and we shouldn't use the dryer. Now I understand all of those things are true, but there are times where, we have no clothes and I need to use the dryer and I still feel that little pang of, doing something a bit naughty. So it's really interesting how deeply some of these beliefs run. So one of the other things I've talked about now, we had the most wonderful coaching call last night with my inner circle women, and you know what? I just love these girls. They are doing something for themselves. They are such beautiful, strong women. What we talked about last night is about feeling awesome, and we've got a little thing going called Awesome August. Now, feeling awesome is not just saying, yeah, I'm awesome, great, moving on. It's actually that, again, a deep seated belief that we have sometimes about worthiness and being worthy. And again, sometimes that feeling can come from things that have happened in our childhood where we didn't feel good enough for whatever reason. Maybe we were the child at school that never got picked for the school team. Maybe some bully at school told us we were fat or ugly or something along those lines. Little things like that still affect us as an adult, and sometimes we don't even realize. So really important. Now, one of the strategies we talked about last night is treating yourself. Well, I used Liz Hurley as an example because I could only think of somebody off the top of my head as somebody who would be, lavishing themselves, I guess. But you can use whatever phrase you like. It could be you want to treat yourself like a goddess, like a princess, like basically what it was is like someone who is valuable or who values themselves. So one of the things is, and we use this comparison, okay, because what happens is you can, if you're using a handbag, okay, so if you're using a handbag, you're going out to dinner, right? And you've got to put your phone and your keys and your wallet and stuff like that in the bag. We usually have a little bag. And look, for some people, they go the whole hog and do matching outfit of bags and all of those things. Most of us wouldn't go out to dinner and use a green shopping bag as the bag. Now, the green shopping bag is a perfectly adequate vehicle to contain our things. But we wouldn't use it if we were going somewhere posh. Believe me, I've used green shopping bags for things other than shopping. Sometimes if I do just have to carry my wallet. But if I was going out to a very fancy restaurant or going over to, out to let's say a dinner dance, a ball, one of those things, I'm not taking the green shopping bag, am I? Because it doesn't go with that being valuable. It sort of goes, right, what am I doing with this green shopping bag? So I want you to imagine that you're doing something like going to a ball, a dinner dance all the time. And instead of, using the metaphorical green shopping bag, you're using an expensive or matching, it doesn't even have to be expensive, it just has to be matching or purposeful handbag that is appropriate for the occasion. Now, bear with me, because where I'm going with this is that many, many times we will treat ourselves a bit like a green shopping bag. Okay? Yeah, it's practical, but green shopping bags are not very expensive. They're cheap. They're made of, I don't know what they're made of these days, but it's not necessarily good things, so a bit nasty. And I think, and they don't convey this sense of value, do they? Nobody looks at a green shopping bag and goes, oh, how valuable. Okay. So we treat ourselves like green shopping bags all the time. And it's really important to start treating yourself like a Louis Vuitton. I know, it sounds weird. But when you start thinking of yourself as valuable, okay, as important, as matching, as integral to your outfit, so to speak, again, metaphorically speaking, and not like a green shopping bag, then you stop filling your bag with cheap stuff. Now, what we talked about last night, and I know that I'm always talking about this because real food is sometimes more expensive than processed food. But you're worth that. Okay, you are worth that investment of real food. The words I use for processed food, and in fact, I'm even starting to take that word food out of it. It's just processed products. What I'm calling them, right? And it's like all one word: cheap. They are cheap, nasty, chemical-laden, shitty junk. Okay. Now, if you're a Louis Vuitton, you are not filling your bag with cheap, nasty, chemical-laden, shitty junk, are you? Okay? Because you're more important than that. So this is really about valuing yourself, not treating yourself like a green shopping bag. Treat yourself like a Louis Vuitton. I don't even know what a Louis Vuitton is, but you know what I mean. And know that you are valuable. Know that you are worth it, and you are worth the investment of good quality food and 10, 20 minutes of preparing that food. You are absolutely worth that. So that, my friends, I guess is my message today. You are worth the investment of good food and the time taken to prepare it. You're not worth, no, sorry, I'm going to change that. You are worth more than cheap, nasty, chemical-laden, shitty junk. Okay, my loves, I've got a very big day ahead of me. So I'm hoping you girls and boys have too. I'm looking outside. It's actually not bad. I know it was raining and terribly cold this morning, but we are still winter in Melbourne. I'm wearing my beautiful chemist scarf that I bought yesterday, as you know, in my glee for shopping. And in fact, as I was unpacking my little bounty of goodies, I forgot I bought my daughter a pair of earrings while I was there. Who knew that you could do so much shopping at the pharmacy? Anyway, my loves, have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Remember, you are worth more. Goodbye.